rat-infested apartment lacked heat, plumbing, and hot water because the pipes froze during the harsh New England winters. There was a single room with electricity, and from that room, a long cord stretched to connect us to the outside world through that foiled antenna television. It was on that screen, in 128, that Miss Tyson flickered into my world. In Miss Tyson, I saw a dark-skinned woman with the same fur as my mother, an artist who carried herself with pride and poise. I was more than entertained by the story of Jane Pittman's life. I was mesmerized by Miss Tyson's ability to transport me from my world to hers, to a place where I didn't have to wade through garbage bins in search of food covered in maggots, a place where the demon on my chest disappeared for a time. Even as a child, I knew I wanted more than 128, wanted more than the rat-infested existence we endured. Watching Jane Pittman, I saw my ticket out of poverty and shame. Miss Tyson, the daughter of immigrants, had herself risen out of poverty and onto the global stage. In her journey, I glimpsed possibilities for my own. For hours in our bedroom, my sisters and I would try to imitate everything about Miss Tyson. Her piercing gaze, those eyes brimming with memory and emotion, the way she held her jaw, how she so fully embodied her characters. By the time I was 14, I was so intent on following in her path that I took a bus to an acting class 2 hours away since my family didn't have a car. There I was, a complete geek in my gaucho pants and my purple mascara, doing all I could to imbue my characters with the empathy Miss Tyson brought to her portrayals. I wanted to be exceptional at my craft, and more than anything, I wanted to be like her. Before I knew of her, Miss Tyson had already made a name for herself as an accomplished actor, engraving our narratives into the storybook of the world. For 6 decades, Miss Tyson had shown us who we are: vulnerable, magnificent, pain-ridden, and beautifully human. Time and time again, she has put our humanity on display, never compromising her dignity while creating a new chapter in Black history. In 1963, during the filming of the series East Side, West Side, she arrived on set rocking her fro, becoming the first Black woman to wear her natural hair on TV. Yet, terms like trailblazer and pioneer don't fully capture what she means to so many of us who looked up to her as the epitome of Black strength. Miss Tyson is the master truth teller, a warrior with fierce courage and supreme artistry, her instrument precisely tuned to tell stories that capture our being. Over the years, I've held close Miss Tyson's brave spirit as I've admired her work from afar. Then in 2011, on the set of The Help, I finally met my muse. There before me on a muggy afternoon in Mississippi stood the divine giver of gifts, the legend who had inspired me to act. I embraced her, tears spilling from my eyes as I stammered through a flurry of thank yous, none of them conveying the depth of my gratitude. We had no scenes together in the movie, and I wasn't on set when Miss Tyson filmed her segments as Constantine, but the director, Tate Taylor, recalled the dedication she brought to her work. She showed up on set in character and remained that way, insisting that she be called Constantine at all times. That's just who Miss Tyson is. Excellence personified. Toward the end of 2014, I asked my role model to play Ophelia, the mother of my character Annalise on the ABC series How to Get Away with Murder. In life, Miss Tyson had nurtured and mentored me. On set, she would do the same, though in a way that initially caught me off guard. She just turned 90 years old then, and she strode in already steeped in the tense history between mother and daughter. As she entered, I stood there with an enormous smile on my face and my arms outstretched to hug her. She marched right past me, reprimanded me with her stern expression, a mother putting a child in her place. She knew that if she broke in the moment by stepping out of character, her